For an industry that wouldn't exist without black people in our culture, it is actually insane how anti-black the entire K-pop industry is and can be. The first K-pop groups to exist not only took inspiration from, but straight up copied black artists of the 90s. And for goodness sake, SM Entertainment, one of the biggest K-pop music companies, is named after Motown. It's incredibly ironic how I've seen some of the most anti-black and racist comments come from K-pop stans. So when I heard this phase going around of keep K-pop Korean, unfortunately, I wasn't shocked. And if we keep K-pop Korean K-pop stans, what K-pop would you listen to? I don't know if you know this, but most of your favorite K-pop songs are written by black people. If we really want to get into it, K-pop literally started because of black culture, black music in the 90s. If you really want to talk about it, like the first groups and the first songs, it is so blatantly obvious that they literally not only were influenced by, but straight up just took from like black artists in the 90s, like SM Town. Motown, does that sound familiar? No? Okay, bye. Obviously, K-pop takes a lot from other cultures, but seeing as keep K-pop Korean phrase literally spells out KKK, we're going to be focusing on black people today. If black people didn't exist, K-pop wouldn't either. Sound out of pocket? It's not. Here is some brief history about how our culture, music, dancing, hair, and lyrics were and still are the blueprint of K-pop. The birth of modern K-pop is often dated to 1992 when So Taji, I'm so sorry, I literally should know how to pronounce Korean names in this way, and Boys, a dance-oriented trio led by an ex-metalhead, performed their song I Know on the South Korean network MBC. Not only did the group's original blend of Korean ballad melodies with New Jack Swing, rap, and dance music shock the general public, but their dancing and aesthetic, heavily inspired by Black American trends at the time, appealed to a generation of young people eager to embrace contemporary Western culture. The beginnings of how K-pop sounded took almost 100% influence from New Jack Swing. New Jack Swing is a fusion genre of the rhythms and production techniques of hip-hop and dance pop and the urban contemporary sound of R&B. Spearheaded by producers Teddy Riley, which we will come back to him later, Bernard Bell, Jimmy Jam, and Terry Lewis, New Jack Swing was most popular from the late 1980s to the early 1990s. If you go back and listen to a lot of K-pop songs from the 90s and early 2000s even, you're basically listening to New Jack Swing. Or you are listening to New Jack Swing, actually. It is very important that I say this towards the beginning of this video, but K-pop, and an integral part of its identity, is taking whatever music is currently trending worldwide and adding Korean lyrics. So even out the gate saying keep K-pop Korean, it is obvious that groups like Baby Vox or VOX, One Time, HOT, not only heavily inspired just by music, but straight up take from black culture with fashion, hairstyles, and aesthetic in music videos. Here are some beautiful examples. These are hairstyles that were popular in the 90s from black women. Obviously, not even inspired by, taken from. That is literally a black man. The trends for 90s fashion, especially for the men, were incredibly baggy jeans. And I laugh whenever I see a K-pop idol in Timberlands, because one, Timberlands are not for dancing. If you own a pair of Timberlands, if you're from New York even, they're so heavy. So whenever I see a K-pop idol performing in Timberlands, I feel bad, because those are not boots you dance in. Those are boots you step in dirty sleet in January. Okay, I'm not going to be talking about LE SSERAFIM's most recent comeback. I didn't listen to it because I didn't feel comfortable listening to it. I tried to listen to Smarter, but I couldn't get through it. But I heard the sentiment that because their songs were taking so much from other cultures, and specifically Afro beats, that K-pop just didn't sound the same anymore. Not only for LE SSERAFIM, but just the K-pop industry in general. And I love hearing that statement because one, what? And two, duh. I've been hearing that for a while. I've heard that from every single generation at this point, which is fucking hilarious because you would think if K-pop stans are dropping like a minimum of like $3,000 on fan calls and merch and shit, you would think they would know what K-pop stands for and what it is. Like I said before, K is Korean and pop is popular music. The K-pop industry takes whatever genre is currently trending and then just does lyrics in Korean, sometimes in English. The identity that makes K-pop and the K-pop industry different from other music industries, like the American music industry, for example, is the way that they market the K-pop idols, the way that they put the fans first over everything else. And, you know, like I said, marketing also in terms of like photo cards and, you know, comebacks and stuff like that. That's why for a minute you were hearing a lot of drill in K-pop. And that's why now you're hearing Afrobeats a lot. Run away. Because Afrobeats is the most popular that it's ever been worldwide currently. K-pop never had any musical identity in the first place. It's just what's popular. So saying K-pop doesn't sound the same anymore versus like a couple years ago or third gen, you're just gonna favor the nostalgia of whatever you grew up with or like the most. Yeah, it doesn't sound the same anymore. That's like being like, oh, music in the 1960s, it just doesn't sound the same as it does now. So I've heard this complaint time and time again, but LE SSERAFIM's comeback seemed to trigger a lot more of this, and unfortunately seemed to bring up a lot of racism and anti-blackness from K-pop fans. The specific post of LE SSERAFIM before their comeback was out, they posted a picture, I'm pretty sure, of a black girl in merch. That comment section is actually so sad and insane. I'm pretty sure that post is still up, and I'm pretty sure LE SSERAFIM's account did not turn the comments off, but some of the most racist stuff is under there, and it's actually crazy that it's just a picture of a black woman. And because of that, that was the first time I saw the phrase, keep K-pop Korean. And if you can read, you know what the first letter of all the words literally just spells. I don't want to get too much into it, and it's actually kind of insane that I'm talking about KKK in a video about K-pop, but to try and sit here and make light of a group that has committed the most disgusting, violent, dangerous acts towards a entire race, a group that doesn't even consider black people humans, a group that has literally derived from like slavery, ever heard of it, is truly despicable. It seems like a lot of racist K-pop stans don't even consider like black people humans with like emotions, and like they don't give us empathy at all. And I know this because one, I've seen some of the most racist comments toward black people in my life come from K-pop stans. Two, this is very specific, but whenever a black girl or a black person that's a K-pop stan makes a TikTok or makes a comment being like, oh yeah, I could pull Mingi or I could pull Jungkook or whatever, K-pop stans in the comment section will be the first people to say that, well, K-pop idol wouldn't date you because you're black, and K-pop idols don't find you attractive because you're black, which, oh my fucking. And three, the fact that you're writing KKK in a phrase. Once again, like I said in the intro of this video, unfortunately, I'm not shocked that this is a thing. Unfortunately, Korea as a society can be incredibly not only ignorant, but just straight up racist to black people. And no, this is not me saying that Korea hates black people and Korea is completely racist to black people. I don't know why that's like a separate tangent here. I don't know why that's like trending. Like if black people go to Korea, like all the comments are like, did you get attacked? Are they racist? Which is like really funny because like I saw this girl made a TikTok because she went to Korea, she's black, and all the comments were, how racist were they? Were they super racist? And she was like, you're acting like there's not racism in America. So I don't know why that's specifically a thing, but this is not only having to do with Korea. I don't know if you know this, but everywhere is racist to black people. Fun fact. Anti-blackness is so deeply embedded worldwide in every single culture. I mean, listen, I'm not Asian, so I can't speak on it, but I've heard a lot that the darker you are in Asian cultures, the more you're looked at as unattractive, which is very fucked up. Oh my god. Racism, bad. Book, good. Anti-blackness can manifest in many different ways. So many people have been subconsciously taught to undermine and discredit black people. It's also a thing that whenever, and it's so funny, I just got a TikTok about this, whenever a black person is on social media, a black woman specifically is on social media and they're very confident within themselves, the comment section is insane. And like the first thing people want to do when they see a black woman being confident in themselves is tear them down. Like I said earlier, you get up on a fan call with Mingi, but whenever black women are on fan calls with K-pop idols and the K-pop idols are like showing them love and calling them pretty, first thing that the comment section does is tear the black woman down. It's like people are shocked that the incorrect beauty standard, the incorrect European beauty standard that's been shoved down our throat since the beginning of time, we are not accepting, and people are fucking shocked by that. Like, how dare you feel beautiful and confident, black woman? But if we really want to keep K-pop Korean, then you might as well just listen to Trot, which Trot fucking slaps, by the way. You want to keep K-pop Korean? Okay. Maniac. Gone. The dance had choreography by the legendary, iconic, beautiful black woman that a lot of you guys may know because she also helped choreograph Gasoline by Key and Hard by SHINee. You know SHINee, the iconic group, SHINee, who's feeling curious from time to time. Here are some other songs that would be gone because black people helped participate in creating them. What If by J-Hope, you know the one from BTS. Overdose, Obsession, What Is Love, and Monster by EXO. Girls' Generation's Mr. and The Boys. The Boys is my favorite Girls' Generation song, by the way. Red Velvet's Red Dress. Kick It by NCT 127. Beautiful and Juice by SHINee. All Night by FX. When We Jumping and Popping We Jopping by Super M. Crazy Sexy Cool by Astro. Magnetic by Monsta X. Superhuman by NCT 127. Step Back by Got the Beat. Wallflower by Twice. Hard to Love by Blackpink. Bad Dream by EXO. Love Song by NCT 127. Touch a Bop. Purpose by Taeyeon. The Seventh Sense by NCT U, bitch. Are you shitting me? I would say SM outsources black people, black songwriters the most out of all of the K-pop companies. You ever hear this producer tag before? Yeah. Well, boy, do I have some news for you. Dem Joints is an iconic producer who has helped produce so many K-pop songs. Here are some of them: Parade, Sticker, Obsession, Don't Call Me, Punch, Cherry Bomb, Ayo, Step Back, Stamp on It, Run BTS, Ya Ya Ya, which is one of my favorite EXO songs, Something New, Kick It, Tank, Universe, Cherry Bomb, Designer, just to name a lot. And for all you A-teenies out there, he posted a picture with Hongjoong, which means he's making a song with Hongjoong and ATEEZ. I'm so fucking excited. Going back to What If by J-Hope, you know the sample, right?
Oh, fuck you can't even sing.
You know RM from BTS.
The only one classic for me has been always Matic by Nas. Since I first listened to the rap music since 2006, I just can't help but keep coming back to this album. Like once by year, there's some, I call it like an Illmatic period. Like once a year, I just come back to this album, listen to it for like a week or a month.
Who is my single biggest artistic influence? Jungkook.
Nas.
He's been my idol for like a decade. He's got the best voice, the best lyrics. Rap design 하는데 좀 많이.
Also, speaking of BTS, on their debut album, Dark and Wild, there's a song called Hip Hop File where the rap line gives credits to rappers that have inspired them to become rappers, like Jay-Z, KRS-One, Eric B. and Rakim, which bitch, the first time I heard this song, I said, bitch, Eric, what you know about Rakim? Pete Rock, Black Star, J. Cole, Kendrick, A$AP, Rocky. The fact that I put Kendrick and J. Cole, I didn't even mean to do that. Anyways, Nas, Biggie, Tupac. If these rappers didn't exist, RM, J-Hope, Yoongi wouldn't be rappers. And to all the black people that did not help write or produce or come up with choreography, to all the black people in the black culture that the K-pop industry was not only inspired by but straight up took from, without giving any credit to, the AAVE galore cha that gets written for K-pop idols and songs. You gon' finna catch me. And can I someday finna find my time? I hope, Jungkook, I hope somebody help you finna find your time. I love when people are like, blah, 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 paved the way, blah, 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 paved the way. Actually, black artists paved the way, but they never get any of the credit. It's so cool whenever Stray Kids does a behind the scenes of making music, because they're either in the studio with the big ass picture of Stevie Wonder or the studio with the big ass emblem of Prince. Without black people and our contributions to music, fashion, and just our culture in general, the K-pop industry would not exist. We are the foundation that inspired people like JYP, the creation of some of the first K-pop groups, and inspiring the most popular K-pop group in the world, BTS. I don't like the sentiment and the judgment when black people are like, oh yeah, I listen to K-pop, and they're like, how do you listen to K-pop? You can't be black and listen to K-pop. How about we flip it to, you can't be racist to black people and listen to K-pop?